How many times have you asked yourself what you should or should not say to others? And how many times have you found yourself in complex situations because of the same things you said? Often, especially today, we find ourselves telling too many things about ourselves. We do it with people we now consider friends or even strangers. Social networks, in fact, lead us to share our lives. And in most cases, we end up regretting it because what we said serves to hurt us. Thanks to the Zen story that you will hear shortly, you will discover the 8 things that you should not say to anyone if you want to avoid serious repercussions in your life. So stay until the end so that you know how to protect yourself from the envy and evil that we often find in people to whom we trust too many details about ourselves. And in the meantime, subscribe to the channel and share this video. You will help us produce new content every day for your spiritual growth. In a remote village in Japan, nestled between beautiful streams and ancient trees, the wise teacher Makoto, known for his extreme wisdom, was giving a lesson on the importance of not talking too much about ourselves to others. How many times have you suffered serious consequences for something you told someone? The master began with his disciples. Know that every word that comes out of our mouths has the power to shape our relationships and our destiny. Sometimes, out of the need to vent or feel close to someone, we talk too much, and we do it with the wrong people. People who will one day use the information they have received to harm our existence. Today, we will explore together 8 truths that should remain hidden like precious treasures. And as we do so, we will reflect on how we can harness the power of our words to cultivate peace and understanding. Master Makoto, his gray hair illuminated by the sun, began his story. The first thing you must protect is your intentions, or the things you plan to achieve. As a guardian of ancient manuscripts, protect them and keep them safe. By hiding them, in fact, you will allow them to grow in tranquility and secrecy away from external influences. Avoid speaking openly about your intentions, as this could attract envy and unwanted interference. Talk about positive things. Don't refuse to socialize, but keep your noblest intentions silent. One of the students raised his hand and asked, "Teacher, could you give us an example of how intentions can be misinterpreted?" The teacher smiled and replied, "Imagine that you want to help someone, but your action is misinterpreted as an attempt to draw attention to yourself. By keeping your intentions hidden, you will avoid misunderstandings and cultivate the purity of your actions." The second truth to protect is that of personal dreams and goals. Makoto continued, "Like an alchemist guards his secret formula, keep your dreams and aspirations safe from others. If you don't, doubts and superfluous criticism could cloud the clarity of your ideas and your path. Remember that the world will not always be ready to understand your vision. As a painter guards his secret masterpiece, so must you protect your dreams and aspirations. Prevent outside influences from ruining what you are planning for yourself and your loved ones. Dream with your heart and share things only when those dreams have already blossomed." Another disciple asked, "Master, how can we distinguish when is the right time to share our dreams?" The master thought for a moment and said, "When you feel that your dreams have become as strong as well-planted roots, then the time will come. Because, like a growing tree, the strength of your dreams will be evident to everyone. See, and no one will be able to undermine its foundations." The teacher continued with the third truth. Charitable works, like the light of a candle on a dark night, must remain in the shadows. Don't seek external praise or recognition. Kindness and compassion should shine without any expectation of gratitude. By doing so, you will ensure that the heart is the only witness of such noble gestures. Remember, silent charity creates a succession of good deeds and a ripple effect in your karma. Let your goodness be your secret, and you will see how good will spread without words. The fourth truth that Makoto spoke about refers to the personal development of each of us. Just as a monk meditates in silence, so you should work on yourself without seeking the approval of others. In this way, the fruits of your growth will be sweeter and more lasting because they are cultivated with dedication and without the weight of other people's expectations. A young disciple, his eyes full of ambition, asked, "Master, how can we resist external pressure and focus on our personal growth?" The teacher smiled and said, "Imagine that you are a gardener who, despite storms and bad weather, protects his garden. That is why you must protect your inner growth. Don't let external noise, that is, the questions and insistences of others, influence your path. It works constantly, like nature itself." The fifth truth refers to family matters. "Dear disciples," continued the Master, "protect their privacy and respect their value. The family is a refuge, and its sacredness must be preserved through confidentiality. What happens inside the home should always remain there, like a treasure kept with love and respect." An older disciple asked, "Master, how can we maintain confidentiality in family matters, especially when external support is needed?" The teacher wisely responded, "Imagine that you are the custodians of an ancient family treasure chest. Share only the essentials, as if you were protecting a rare gem. The strength of the family is found in its intimacy, and confidentiality is the mantle that protects it. Therefore, when necessary, tell the outside world the bare minimum without adding the most intimate details." The sixth truth that Makoto focused on is related to everyone's wealth and possessions. The things you possess or want to possess are like rare flowers in your garden, said the monk. You don't have to show every petal of your flowers to the whole world. Keep your treasures safe, like a gardener who cares for his most precious plants. This way you will avoid that envy and jealousy that usually arises when you appear to be more prosperous than others. There are those who apparently are happy for you, but in reality they hold a grudge against you because they don't have what they would like, and what you have. A girl, who was listening with great interest to Makoto's words, asked, "Master, how can we balance the legitimate desire to share our success with the need to protect our wealth?" The teacher, as always, wisely answered, "Imagine that you have a flower garden. When the flowers are ready, you can offer some to others. But let your will, not the desire to impress, guide your actions. Modesty is the key to maintaining your assets without arousing envy, and therefore without putting it at risk." As the sun began to set behind the mountains, Makoto shared the seventh great truth. "Do not share your failures with anyone for any reason in the world," he said in a firm tone. Sometimes we do it because we are looking for help and compassion, but most of the time those who find out about our failures are happy or use it to close the doors of the future to us. And finally, the eighth truth has to do with your spiritual experiences and achievements. Makoto said, "Keep your deepest revelations in the sanctuary of your heart, because not everyone will be able to understand your spiritual path. So let these experiences guide you from within and silently." A silent disciple raised his hand and asked, "Master, how can we share our spiritual growth without being misunderstood or judged?" The teacher responded with a compassionate smile, "Imagine that you are a pilgrim who has discovered a source of pure water. Let the thirsty come to you and share your treasure with humility. But remember, spirituality is personal and unique to each one. Your inner light speaks louder than words." Master Makoto, his eyes still full of wisdom, looked at his disciples gathered in the garden. "Dear students, guard these truths like the guardians of an ancient temple, for your words and actions have a lasting impact on your lives. Cultivate the garden of your soul with love, respect, and wisdom. And always remember, true power lies in moderation, humility, and reserve. Therefore, protect yourself by using words wisely, the ones you say, but especially the ones you don't say.